Hello students of Standard 10. Welcome to DAV Mall Public School. I am your English teacher Jagruti Mishra. Let's begin our today's online session of English. Today we will start with a new topic, the making of a scientist. The story, The Making of a Scientist is written by Robert W. Peterson. This story is about Richard H. Abright, who grew up in a town of Reading in Pennsylvania, USA. As he did not have much time to do there, collecting things was his hobby. He used to collect butterflies as a child in kindergarten. Let's read how this curious child who collected butterflies went on to become one of the greatest scientists of the world. Dear students, in this lesson you will come across many difficult words. Here are their meaning. Former, having previously been a particular thing. Scout, a member of a scout association or a similar organization. Proceedings, a published report of a set of meetings or a conference. Journal, a newspaper or magazine that deals with a particular subject or professional activity. Making the big league, in a field of tough competition and high rewards, the largest or foremost of its kind. For example, winning an Oscar puts the actress in the high league or in a big league. Fossils, the remains or impression of a prehistoric plant or animal embedded in rocks. Astronomer, an expert in or student of astronomy. Curiosity, a strong desire to know or learn something. Encouraged, give support, confidence or hope to someone. Equipment, the necessary items for a particular purpose. Species, a group of living organisms consisting of similar individuals capable of exchanging genes or interbreeding. Monarch butterflies, a large migratory orange and black colored butterfly that occurs mainly in North America. Collector, a person who collects things of a specified type, professionally or as a hobby. Migration, seasonal movement of animals from one region to another. Adhesive, able to stick fast to a surface or object. Sticky. Flock, a number of birds of one kind feeding, resting or traveling together. Life cycle, the series of changes in the life of an organism including reproduction. Tedious, too long, slow or dull. Tiresome or monotonous. Richard Abright, along with his roommate, surprised the world at the young age of 22 when they explained the theory on how cells work in a paper published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Science. This valuable magazine had published the work of college students for the first time. For Richard Abright, it was one of the many achievements that he achieved later in his life. He says that all this curiosity started with butterflies. Abright grew up in Pennsylvania and was the only child of his parents. He could have not done much there as there were very less people living there. He says that he could only be do one thing alone, and that was collecting things, as he had no friends to play football or baseball with. He had begun collecting butterflies, rocks, fossils and coins from the time when he was in kindergarten. He also used to keep an on staring at the stars and sometimes the whole night, as he was interested in studying astronomy. From the first, He had a diving curiosity along with a bright mind. He had a mother who encouraged his interest in learning. She took him on trips, bought him telescope. Her mother bought for him telescopes, microscopes, cameras, mounting material, and other equipment which helped him in many other ways. He says that he was only his companion until he started school. His mother said after that she would bring home friends for him, but at night he just did things together. Richie was a whole life after his father died. When Richie was in third grade, she and her son spent almost every evening at the dining table. If he didn't have things to do, she used to find work for him. Not physical work, but things, his mother said. He liked it. He wanted to learn, and learn he did. He earned top grades in school. On every day, thinks he was just like every other kid. His mother said. By the time he was in second grade, a bride had collected all 25 species of butterflies found around his hometown. That probably would have been the end of his butterfly collecting, he said. But then her mother bought for him children's book called The Travels of Monarch Ted. That book, which told how monarch butterflies migrate to Central America, opened the world of science to the eager young collector. At the end of the children's book that his mother had bought him, the readers of the book were invited to help the story or study of butterfly migrations. They were asked to tag butterflies by Dr. Frederick A. Quahart of the University of Toronto in Canada. Richie's mother wrote to the doctor, and soon he was attaching adhesive tags to the wings of the butterflies. The person who found a butterfly with a tag was asked to send the tag to Dr. Quahart. The butterfly collecting season lasted for around 6 weeks. Then a bride understood that if he kept on collecting butterflies one by one, he would be not able to collect many. So the next step he took was that he decided to raise a flock of butterflies in his basement. He used to catch a female butterfly, collect its eggs, and raise them in his basement through their proper life cycles. Then he used to tag the wings of the butterflies and would let them go. There were thousands of monarchs in his basement, growing in different life stages for many years. Soon he started losing interest in tagging butterflies as it was very slow and tiring process. It did not get him much response. He said that out of many butterflies that he tagged, only could be recaptured by people, and those who were not more than 75 miles away from where he lived. When he was in 7th grade or in 7th class, he came to know that real science was as he lost at country science fair. It was really sad feeling for him to see all people win something while he did not win anything. He showed frog tissue slides under a microscope, but realized that all winners had actually tried to perform an experiment and not just make a neat display out of their projects. He had already started developing the competitive spirit inside him. Now he had decided that he would be making a real project for the next year's fair. He thought and realized that he had maximum knowledge about the subjects of insects as he had been studying them for quite some time now. So he wrote to Dr. Quarhunt for ideas and he sent back a lot of ideas for his next project. He remained busy with those ideas all throughout his high school and he won many prizes. Dear students, we will continue this chapter in our next session. Now let us quickly recapitulate the story what we read today. The Making of a Scientist is a story about the famous scientist Richard Arkwright. Richie, as his mother used to call him, was a very curious child right from his childhood. He had started collecting butterflies in his childhood, and when he was 2 years old, he had already collected all the 25 species found near his hometown. He thought it to be an end of butterfly collection until one day his mother bought him a book named The Travels of Monarch 10. This was a turning point in his life and he got much more interest in dealing with science. He started with tagging butterflies, which a task given at the end of the book that his mother bought for him. Then, when he first entered the country science fair with a slide of the frog tissue, he lost. Everybody won something, but his project did not win any prize. He was sad, but also understood that to win, he needed to do real experiments and not just make neat and clean models. Then he wrote down to Dr. Kohart at the University of Toronto, asking him for ideas to make projects. He stayed busy during his high school and working on long lists sent by him by Dr. Kohart. Dear students, based on our today's session, here is a short assignment for you. Have a nice day. Thank you.